So the Gambit didn't really pay off because they got extra treasure, but we can then still kill it again. So Thought Distortion, that gets rid of literally our entire hand. Oh, that's brutal. Hello, welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to step up a notch. We're going to go from 40 Planeswalkers to 50 Planeswalkers to see if it's actually possible to do in Hell Q. And the reason it's Hell Q is because we're using the Esika Prismatic Bridge Duo. Now, if you've not seen this card before, then you're probably enjoying Magic, to be honest, because whenever you use this card, you will face the same evil decks that just dwell at the top of the tier list. So you'll be facing stuff like, weirdly enough, Nicobola's Dragon God, God Pharaoh, potentially Minsk and Boo, all the evil cards that you don't normally see at the bottom rung of the tier list. This is pretty self-explanatory. We're never going to cast it for the Esika God of the Tree side, to be honest. Always the Wooburg side, which is white, blue, black, red, green for the legendary enchantment. Beginning your upkeep, reveal cards from the top until you hit a creature or planeswalker. Put that onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Obviously, this is going to rely on a lot of RNG, but if we're lucky, we're going to get some of our haymakers at the top end. So you've got Nicobola's God Pharaoh, Ugin the Ineffable, Vraska, Chandra, Professor Onyx, Liliana, and Mordenkainen, which are just pretty insane if you can get that on turn 4, 5, or 6, which you can hopefully ramp out a bit sooner. There's not that many ramp spells on the deck because I had to obviously cram 50 Planeswalkers in, but some of them include Chromatic Lantern, you've got Cold Steel Heart and Arcane Signet. I tried to avoid too many coloured spells to ramp because the mana base was it's rough. Like, the RNG doesn't want to give you the even balance. The deck for the mana bases is going to absolutely cripple your economy, just like the UK's. And it uses all the slow lands and the check lands. You also have the triomes from Ikoria, so all 5 of those. I only have 4 of the rare triomes from New Capenna because I ran out of wild cards, but should have 5 of these. And the World Tree is very important to turn your mana online as well. So let's see if we can actually do any good with 50 Planeswalkers in the deck. I'm not saying it's going to be great. It's probably going to be really difficult, really annoying, but as an experiment, as a bit of fun, I thought let's see if we can do the sequel to one of my older videos. That's, I think, still one of my best videos performance-wise. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link for it somewhere. So make sure to check that out after you watch this one to see what the original one was about. Actually, there's 2 really. There's an Esika video, but there also is a Joda 40 Planeswalkers build as well. Check them both out, why not? Deck list below. Don't forget to leave a like and a sub, and also let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so opponent goes first with Uro. Bit weird how the way the game started. It just kind of went into this screen without a load screen, which is kind of strange. We have the Kaya, which is fantastic versus the Uro. So if we can resolve this, things might be quite nice as well. I do wonder though, they'll just put it back to the command zone. I see a lot of people just play this and it goes away, but okay, let's kill the Greeters because I don't want them to get any extra boosts when they cast the Uro there. If they do go for the Uro and it dies, we'll just exile it here. Sweet. I mean, we might just see them take it to the command zone, but we shall see. They get to ramp. They choose command zone, okay. Interesting. So there's no need to go for the Kaya here just yet because they can't cast it. Well, they could cast it from the command zone, but it just feels a bit like, eh. Let's go for the Khan here. And I think we should... We'll tick up because we really want some mana. If we miss any lands, it's going to be sad. They're going to give us the land over the Broken Bond, I think. Yeah, I thought as much because the Broken Bond can let us play a land and kill an artifact or enchantment, so... Nissa. Okay, that does make things annoying because... Although saying that, they only have 1 forest to double.
The land
So Khan's going to get hit for 4 here. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what he can give us now. There's probably going to be another land. Yeah, it's going to be Haunted Ridge. Sure, so they're going to have a lot of mana in their turn. And we only have 5, but if we go for the Sarkin... Well, we can try. We could counter this. And we get a bit of a blocker, I suppose. Which is... It's okay, it's not fantastic. Next turn we'll have access to 6 mana. And then we might be able to deploy the Vraska or the Professor Onyx. So they've got... Oh, they've got a Coma. So they could just use the Coma to tap down our dragon. They're going to go for the attack. Are they going to tap the dragon? Oh, they don't have any... They don't actually have any serpents to use it just yet, which is... Lucky. I am proud. Okay. So we'll give the Onyx. We can make them sack the Coma. So that's if the Onyx can resolve. Okay, that was very, very lucky.
Under my tutelage, even you can master.
So even if they do tap the 4/4 here, we can still make Sarkin into a dragon. So got very lucky with the Onyx there. Like, we will lose her. But I really hope they sack this to give it indestructible, because it still won't save it. They're really not happy about this, are they? What?
Die eventually anyway.
So yeah, somebody doesn't know how indestructible works, sadly. And now we can swing both of these at Nissa and punish them for that silly mistake. So yes, sadly we will lose 2 Planeswalkers. Well, actually, depending on what they do, because they've got 4 damage total. Oh, okay, so now they can't even kill 1 Planeswalker. This is a very peculiar move. Okay. Slightly confused.
I have impeccable study habits.
So, let's turn him into a dragon again.
I will call the dragons.
We might as well swing over the top. They've got reach to block 1 thing, but it's surprising the amount of people that think that indestructible stops it from getting sacrificed. But there you go. We actually don't have enough green to do much, which is really sad. In fact, we don't have a single green, so all we've got is the Kaya.
Didn't see a door, so I let myself in.
So we can't get rid of any of those, so I think we'll just go for the graveyard. Get rid of those 2, so we don't want to see those anymore.
And hit the road.
Next turn we will have access to 1 green, so we're going to have to be very cautious about where we use this. I'm actually super surprised how well I'm doing, considering they just had a Coma. That's a weird sentence, I just realised, like, out of context. So they can kill the Sarkin. They can kill... They're both going to go for Kaya. That's interesting. They really respect the graveyard of theirs, obviously.
Come on, listen to them roar.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't have any more dragons there.
You better watch your back from here on out.
Oh, they can bounce the dragon now as well. Oh, that's a shame. And I think we'll go for the land here. It's nice to be able to hit them.
Let's go digging.
So we could go for the Vraska. Could go for the Kazmina. I'd like to kill something, but man, they've got so many. Let's make a blocker. A board wipe would have been really good here, but obviously that's not really on the cards. I don't really want to go for the Esika God of the Tree either, because I feel like they could just blow up so easily. One, two, three, four. I've only got one green source though, haven't I? So that's probably not very good. Maybe go for Kaya.
If you want a job done right,
And then Kazmina as well. So we can use the Kaya
I can
to
be your mentor if
exile
your mind
the
is willing.
Cultivator. So that'll get rid of that, which is, you know, it's annoying. And then we can scry to maybe get a green source on top. Okay, that's not definitely not a green source. So they've got a lot of mana here, which is going to be quite scary. So Gargaroth, it's not too scary. They've just got mostly attackers. Okay, so we can now... We've got a lot of flyers actually. We can get rid of some blockers. Okay, let's just use some of these things first. So let's use the Onyx to get rid of their Gargaroth, because it's got reach. So that's something that's going to be able to block our flyers.
Well, darn.
And
Looks like you
we
flunked
can
out. Mwah.
make a blocker here for the following turn in case something goes wrong.
Blend of math and magic.
And then we can scry using Kazmina's ability. That's pretty awesome, being able to steal someone else's loyalty abilities. Teferi's not the right card at the minute. And then, yeah, we'll tick up. So if we can kill this Reacher, I think that means we're okay, doesn't it? So if we go for this Vraska, so if they counter this, that means they stay alive. Wow, so yeah, we killed the blocker with the Vraska and then swing over the top, killing them with Planeswalker Dragons. Okay, can we take on Niv Mizzet Reborn? Let's find out. Starting hand is kind of not great though. Let's mulligan this. So this is slightly better. We do have... Okay, Tri-Land's great. Anything that scries us or gets us into the 5 mana we need is going to be good. So let's see. Oh, Lantern on top. Okay. We might have a chance here. We know from history that Mizzet Reborn is just a crazy card. It can recoup all of its losses super easily. And also they have access to all the removal under the sun. So if we do go for the God of the Tree... Sorry, if we go for the Prismatic Bridge... We might not be seeing it for very long. Thought Erasure. Got some great cards in our hand. They'll probably go for Narset. Although Narset, they don't draw cards, so Narset probably doesn't affect them that much here. They go for the Professor Onyx, which I can't even cast, which is... I'm actually kind of fine by that. I'm really surprised, actually. And they're going to kill the Lantern as well. So they'd rather use that on the Lantern, so we can't go for the next one. Well, that's slightly ironic. Because if they'd let us have that, then they could have just used the Rip Apart on the following turn.
I know 88 ways
But
to
there you go.
meditate and prepare.
3, 4, 5. Let's go for Ral. Sure, so I'm taking it they're going to have a lot more removal spells where that came from. Little Bolus, okay. Ironically, get rid of the Anarchic Bolus. Am I really bothered by the Bolus? I don't think so.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Also, it's a little bit criminal that they've got a 3-color card in a deck that cares about 2-color stuff. Bit weird. So can the bridge survive 1 turn? Narset goes down.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
And they've got access to all, and they've got a binding. They always have binding, I've noticed. Multicolour decks always seem to have that. Right, let's kill the Bolus. And we also get a treasure here, so next turn we can go for the bridge again. Now the scary thing is they're going to get all their stuff back with the Niv Mizzet Reborn after using such powerful cards. But you know, fingers crossed, maybe they've got loads of triple colour cards in the deck that they won't be able to select. It'd be funny if they miss completely, which is unlikely. The Devil Inquisition. So they have currently counter non-creature spells, so they can counter. Okay. We could use the Vraska to just kill the Niv again. Let's see if we can resolve the Fateful Absence here. Or do they just want to counter it? But if they do counter it, it means that they're weak. Okay. So, what can we do? So if we kill the Niv here, we get another treasure. And then we can cast the tree again. Or the bridge, should I say. Okay, fingers crossed. So we can see 3 of the cards can't deal with this currently. But maybe the other 3 can. There's a high chance. They do have all the colours. They know exactly what's in our hand. So what do they do here? Thoughtseize. Okay. Go for the Ral. And a Farewell, which is a monocolour card. Okay. Very strange builds. We've got triple colour. Let's go for the Angrath. I mean, they've got the Bedevil, so
You're just no fire.
they'll probably just discard. Well, doesn't really matter. They'll keep the Bedevil here, or they could just go for the Niv. So as usual, during recording, the boy's crying. I don't know what to say. I just think someone above or someone below is just waiting for me to record. The current time is 1 AM in the morning. So the fact he's crying at this precise time is just, you know, mum's in bed with him. His mummy, my wife, is in bed with him, so I don't know why he's crying, but there you go. 4/8. Need some more mana. Let's go for this kicked. And start scrying. So if we scry with this one.
I have a lot to think about.
Okay, land is fine, so now we can draw it without losing any loyalty.
Let's see what I can do with this.
So we can go for this to Fairy as well, so now they can't respond in our turn.
Longer. Stand by and watch. Let's try this.
Okay, certainly is a battle of the century. All these spells. That Farewell doesn't hit walkers, so It's annoying that the one time it was great, it was when we had one thing out. So it looks like they're going to go for the Uro, but I think I would actually go Lucky Dip with the Niv Mizzet Reborn here. They're trying to hit any other card other than the 3 they have in their hands. If one of them's a land, I kind of like that because it means they're just... Okay, that's 25% of the data in their hand now gone. The more stuff on the field, the less in the hand, the more... the better it is for us. So they could use the Prismatic command to kill the Jace, which is exactly what they're going to do. Draw 2, discard 2. So that also fuels the Uro. Tasha.
I helped.
So if we do bounce the Uro, they're going to be able to redeploy it and draw again, but I'd rather that than get hit for 6. Ooh, Kazmina as well. Or we could go for the bridge. And then scry 2 here.
At least I look like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, let's get rid of those. They're not very good planeswalkers right now. They could just be baiting me with another monocolored something like, I don't know, like destroy all permanents. So they've got destroy an artifact, creatures, and ramp. And they're going to have to do all these in their turn. Because if it gets to our turn and we have to fairy, then they're not going to be able to do anything. Do we get one hit with the bridge? That would be nice. It seems to be really hard in the upper tiers. What do they have in there? They have Bowler. So they could use the Coligan's command to get the Bowlers back. Which is exactly what they're doing. Taking Teferi to 1. And what do we get? We get a Chandra and an Ashiok.
Let's do this.
I mean, because they have so many cards in hand anyway, the Ashiok's probably going to be pretty good here.
I've got it.
Let's see. Let's add the red.
Oh, this is
Go for the Ashiok. Make them lose. Oh, yes, come on. Oh, that feels good. That's such a tough deck to beat, guys. We get to go first with a fairly decent hand, actually. We don't have red until we hit the lantern, but when we do get this, we'll be able to play it instantly. Springleaf Drum, that's pretty good. Oh, we're ramping hard here. That's actually pretty artwork. I like this, the Springleaf Drum. Didn't notice the elf on the left. Okay, the drum's actually pretty crazy with Kinnan, I have to say. 4 mana. Okay, so we'll go for the lantern. I mean, they could just counter it here. I'm a bit scared because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So they could just straight up go for the Kinnan here. Leyline gives them flash. Interesting. So maybe we go for Angrath. Try and steal the Kinnan and make them sack it. They could have a counter. Straight up Pact of Negation. They turn off their entire turn doing that. Can we resolve a Lolth? Another counter spell. Yeah, I mean, it's a really sad state of affairs because it seems like most decks in this held queue, it's just resolve your commander and counter everything else. Tell me in the comments below if that's fun. And I don't think you're going to say it is fun, are you? Somehow. Counter spell. Nice. But you know what? There are some people that find this gameplay fun. There are. And this is one of them. Remo the Dev. Loves a bit of counters.
Enough.
They absolutely
Notions
love
of
counters.
morality. All that matters is power.
Instant speed mass manipulation.
Go sow some chaos. Defy me.
What's not to love?
And you'll lose.
Getting your
everything.
creatures stolen at instant speed. Fantastic. Is this going to get countered, guys? Place your bets now. Pause the video. Is it going to get countered? It's going to get Koglered next turn when they attack. Fantastic. Instant speed Kogler. I mean, I've never seen that before. But here we go. Yeah, so when he attacks, he can destroy an artifact or enchantment. So yeah, I'm pretty much dead. I'm not going to give them any more pleasure from this. Let's quit, because I've had enough, to be honest. I've had enough. Opponent goes first with Esika, but we do have the broken bond, so we actually have the answer to kill their bridge. We just need a green source here, and we're at golden. Hopefully we can get one eventually. Be good. Arcane Signet makes them go even further. Ooh, command tower. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to kill the Signet? No, I want to ramp first, actually. I don't mind them going for the bridge because we know we have a way to kill it, see? We know that. And it's also better to get it out because then it means it's 7 mana the next time. And also this does mean we can go for Sorin if we want to, which is cool. Because he can give us a few cards. So this is like the perfect starting hand really. A couple of 2-drops. Please don't tell me they're a counter build, like every other deck I've faced today, pretty much. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, okay. Let's go for Sorin. And I think we'll make a blocker.
Under my touch.
They probably have a way to deal with the Sorin, but let's see what they do. I mean, playing the beacon is probably a bad idea as well, because it does take us a little bit further to go for the bridge as well. But oh well. Yeah, that was probably a silly choice, but we needed the double black with the Sorin. So we had to go for the beacon, otherwise we wouldn't have done anything else. We could have gone for the Obnixilis maybe. So they've got the bridge now. Are they going to run this in to kill it? How long could it take to decide such a thing? So they're just going to run it in anyway, just to get the mana. Okay, fair. That is actually quite annoying because it means that even if we kill it here, they can do it again next turn. Yeah, we will reveal this so we can get something back.
Nothing on Innistrad is free.
So, 3 mana. Let's go for the Broken Bond, kill the bridge, put a land into play. So we could even go for the Tameo and get the Broken Bond back, which I think is a pretty decent move actually.
Like the phases of the moon, life waxes. and
Almost
wanes.
chose the wrong thing there.
I follow the tracks of the wise.
Okay, we're doing pretty good. This is the kind of stuff we want to see. I think in time, when more Planeswalkers come out, the cheaper they are, the better. For a deck like this, pardon me, I've got a frog in my throat. So the Gambit didn't really pay off because they got extra treasure, but we can then still kill it again, so... Thought Distortion, that gets rid of literally our entire hand. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Sure thing. Let's
I think you will find my
go
notes
for...
helpful.
Ashiok's actually pretty good if we can get that. Okay, and we can draw another card here. Yeah, we'll lose 6. We use this to kill the Arcane Signet, I think. That's the dick move, isn't it? Seeing as it just exiled our entire hand. Cool. Wow, that was such a well-timed Thought Distortion. Also, why is a Thought Distortion being used in this deck? It's a strange... It's quite controlly for a deck that wants to, like, tap out all the time. Oh, they want to play spells, do they? Well, one thing I could do is I could use the Vraska to kill the Lantern, and then I can use Tamio to get the Vraska back. That's certainly one thing. Or we could use Kaya. We can just literally exile every single thing they have. So go for the Kaya, exile the Lantern. Wow, we've got a lot of the great removal ones here.
You can walk through walls, anything.
Yeah, that'll teach you to exile our whole hand, you cheeky bugger. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.